Just took this master cylinder off, and if you look, the moisture, well, brake fluid, there in the plunger. And more evidence. Right there. You see where it's been kind of running down. So I'm telling you how long it's been leaking. But that's not good. Okay. This is the steering support. Actually goes up here on another bracket that I took off. Also took the wiring harness out. And it's got some weird stuff going on. Connections. I mean, look at that. What is that? Like that black gunk looking stuff? I don't know. Doesn't look good. Anyway, yeah, took this out. And I got the other part, the other piece up here, grinding all the rust off of it, surface rust, as much as I can get off. I don't have to get it all off, but just most of it, flaky stuff. And then we're gonna snazz it up. I know, even though no one's gonna look at it, it will never rust again. Yeah, you don't want to be grinding this stuff towards your head, face, your eyes. I know I don't have my super women eye visors. I can't see without these other glasses now. I mean, I'm not blind, I just can't see up close. And I'm just trying to get enough of this rust off that I can spray it with some good stuff that'll convert this rust back to iron and be able to paint that over. Good stuff. Another charged battery. Perfect. Alright, go to a different style. Do what I do. Okay, we got them all scuffed up, got the all the heavy flaky rust off, and now we're going to use this stuff called well, metal prep. It's not on this thing. It's made by Pour 15. There's the bottle it comes in. It's good stuff. And here's the cleaner degreaser you kind of do beforehand, but in this case we didn't. But anyway, you got to spray this stuff on here, keep it wet for about 20 minutes, and then rinse it off, and it's ready to paint. Okay, these things have been setting for about 20-25 minutes. Set them over here. and give them a good rinse down. Alright, these things, get them blown dry, and they'll be ready to paint. Kind of whitish. Converting that rust, that's iron ore. Pretty, but it will be. Some other rust, yeah, on the top side. Basically, you see how far it is there. You look under here, and it's pretty much all the way across. With still some insulation glue and stuff in there. But I'm gonna get all that out, clean it, spray it, and we'll be good. Well, I've been squirting the metal prep on this area here, all the way up inside there. This is all where the brake booster ties in on the outside, and where, you know, as far as like where the clevis hooks up, and also the steering wheel mount will go back once we're done with it. But yeah, I've been spraying this pretty good for about 20-25 minutes. I'm going to let it sit for a little longer, and then I'm going to rinse it off with water and let it drain into my kiddie pool that I've been using for fluids. And yeah, and that's how that's going to go. Alright, got the water hose, and we're just going to wash her down a little bit, get all that stuff off of there. That's it real good. Also got this brake pedal assembly as well, so we get all that rinsed off, and we'll be ready to apply some POR 15. Okay. I got these things hanging, ready to paint. I have this this ragu. Well, the 415 can is a normal like paint can, but if you open it a bunch of times, and I mean a bunch of times, it won't seal very good. So you need to start finding places to put this stuff, because this stuff it doesn't cure by drying. It uses moisture to cure. It doesn't use like sunlight or heat or anything like that. Moisture. So the higher the humidity, the faster this paint cures. It's good stuff. And the cool thing about this paint is that you can apply it with a brush, and when you're done, it doesn't look like you applied it with a brush. You could spray it as well if you want. But if you apply it with a brush, at the end of the day, you'll never know it was applied by a brush. Pretty cool stuff. You just put it right over that rust. Smells real good too. Make sure you wear gloves, because if you get this stuff on your skin, it ain't coming back off naturally. I mean, it'll come back off naturally. You won't be able to get it off any other way. So do not get this on your skin, because you'll be wearing it for a while. And a little bit goes a long way, so you really don't got to use a whole bunch. And maybe even one coat will do. Just depends. I never, this stuff just goes under the dash, so it's like sight unseen. But after I tore this thing apart, it's hard for me to put it back together knowing that what this looked like beforehand, even though I know that it'll outlive me still, I just can't, and my conscience won't let me, leave it the way it is. And it's like that for this whole car, when I started it. The C3 that I built before this one was an 80, and I didn't get into it like I've been getting into this one. I left the interior pretty much alone. Didn't even bother the inside of it at all. I did put Hydro Boost brake system on it, which I had to mess with this stuff underneath, but I didn't take it out. And that's it. It already had a telescopic wheel on it, so I didn't have to worry about taking the steering wheel out. The only thing I really did with that car was the motor, transmission, and the front suspension. I didn't even get to the back of it, so I didn't get to put like the rear end I wanted to put into it. I didn't even put the shocks I had bought for the rear end in it before I sold it. It drove fine without them, so I just never bothered putting them in. It needed them, but like I said, drove fine without them. Didn't need them. Yeah, it's a good car. It really was. And I sold it to this kid in Chickasha, Oklahoma, and he sold it recently to this guy, I think his name's Glenn, down in Dallas-Fort Worth area, who's a big Corvette guy, C3 guy, and I talked to his buddy Chris, who is Texas Racing Channel. That's his channel, and he does a lot of racing and a lot of cool builds on different kinds of cars. So yeah. Turn this thing around. Alright, this is ready to paint. And I'm only going to paint the brackets parts. I'm not painting the rest of it, like that over here or any of that down there. Just the brackets and just the brake assembly there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to paint. It's all done, and I got that wood there keeping the brake pedal down so where the brake light switch goes doesn't get stuck. And these things are going to turn out great. Awesome. All right, well, that's all for today. Start right back up in the morning. See if we can't finish some of this stuff up. All right, see you later.